Good morning, welcome to the shed. So today we are going to be assembling the legs and the leg frames. I've already laminated 2 halves of each leg, as it were, so I've got 8 of these, and we will be sandwiching another piece of ply in between these 2 at various intervals so that we can insert the leg cross piece. So it might be easier if I go over to the bench, or the makeshift bench, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so these are the leg cross pieces. This is the bottom one, and this is the one with the round over. That's the top one with the cutaway tenon. Excuse me. Okay, so the idea is that these will be sandwiched. So these will be glued separately, and then the tenons inserted into the mortises. Now, if you've seen Paul Sellers do his workbench, when he tries to put these together, they're pretty tight. I don't want to take that risk because I've only got 3 decent clamps, so I'm going to be going for a sliding tight fit, not a super hammer it in type fit. I'm sure it'll be fine. There's plenty of, I can stick plenty of glue in there, and that'll be nice. Okay, so this is one of the other pieces of leg ply, so it's the same width as those. I will be cutting that into 9-inch lengths for the bottom one. Then I will be cutting it into whatever 9 inches plus that minus that is. So what's that, about, I don't know, 14 inches, something like that. No, probably be less than that. But I'm going to do it bit by bit. So I'm going to do the 9s first, glue them all up. Then the middle piece, glue them all up. And then I'll also have to glue the top piece for the cutaway tenons, but that's easy because that can protrude and I can just plane that one back into position. That way the height of these cross beams should be exactly right. That's the idea. Okay, I'll go and do these first 2 cuts. So I've got one of the nicest leg pieces with a good clean edge, and I am going to mark 9 inches on here. Doesn't have to be dead accurate, this one, as long as they're all the same, that's all that really matters. So I'll just mark that with my knife. Got a bit of glue on my knife and on my square. YouTube is a brilliant thing. I would have never thought of using a knife to make a mark. It's far more accurate than a pencil. Obviously, you know, if you know what you're doing, that's what you use. So now I do. Okay, I'm going to go to the table saw. I'm going to cut 4 of those, get 3 out of one piece and another piece here. And then we'll come back and glue them. Okay, I have cut my pieces all identically, slightly over 9 inches, but that's okay. So now I'm just going to line them up. I think I might just number them actually. Probably a good idea because when I go to glue I'll probably be the wrong way around. Okay, so I'm using the nail trick, lining it up with the bottom and the edge. That's one. This one feels a little bit wider, but that's okay, we can take care of that later. No. It's easier if the top is square rather than the bottom. Line it up. That's 2. Actually, I will just check for square on these. Can't find my nice square. I can see it on the floor. Just checking these, so it would be a bit of a nightmare if they weren't square. Hope you spotted my deliberate mistake there. I labelled the wrong bit. Okay, those are all in place. Let's check the square. Good. 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 Oh. That one's a tad out actually. That one's good. I think I might flip that one, see if I can get a better square on it. Yep. Yeah, that one wasn't quite square. We can adjust that on the bottom. It's got to be right on the top. Okay, that's it. Let's get some glue on there. Okay, glue up time. So once I've glued these, I'm going to actually line up these tops and make sure that we've got a straight edge along the bottom, because one or two of them are a little bit proud. So that's the plan. Then I know that the heights of the legs will be exactly right. Okay, glue. Okay, so the glue's dried on those. We're now ready to fit these pieces. So I'm squaring against the shoulder of the tenon. That's the important bit. If that's slightly out, that's fine. The glue will take care of that. So I've cut these pieces, which are the exact distance between the top piece and the bottom piece. Again, doesn't have to be square there, just has to be aligned perfectly. Slightly out. Okay, let's do my hammer and nails trick. Must also draw a line as well for my glue. Okay, they're all clamped up. One of those was slightly wonky, so I took that out. I don't know if my stack was a bit too high, but I put that in there. I've lined it up properly and stuck it in the vise. Okay, give that an hour, then we do the final piece, and we can think about assembling the legs. Okay, we're ready to do the final piece of the jigsaw. The middles are done and set. One of them's slightly out of alignment, but I can get the plane on there and tidy that up. So it's just these top pieces now. So I've oversized those slightly because these cut tenons vary a little bit because I cut them on the bandsaw, which is fine. So all I've got to do, oh, actually what I must do is label these. I have to do a lot of sanding to get rid of all these marks, but I need it to be right. Okay, so let's okay, so okay, let's fit this. Okay, so that went really well. I managed to build both leg kits. These are my mortises, obviously. All fits together quite nicely. One or two of them are a bit tight. I haven't decided whether I'm going to trim them down a bit to make sure they slide, or just go with it with the hammer. I've realised I've only got 2 clamps to hold it together, so I'm going to have to do them one at a time, or one frame at a time. Okay, so that'll be in the next video. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to look at the rest of the playlist and subscribe and do all of those things. That'd be great. Thanks very much for watching. See you soon.